You know, they say the more local the politics, the dirtier the politics. Donald Trump may be out to try to change that, but we thought we'd look into that by inviting Marty Joe Murray, one of the localest of local politicians in St. Louis.
Yes,
talk
here
about
he is.
this, Marty. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, before
Thanks,
we talk
Brian.
politics,
Sure.
thank you. I just have to comment on your outfit because you
thank
are
you.
so fabulously
He's
dressed.
He's
I appreciate
always.
it.
You
Yeah.
are the one guy that makes me feel underdressed.
Let's
in
bring
St. Louis.
nice dressing back.
Yeah. Hey, I'm
Well, you know,
with
he
that
wrote,
plan.
he wrote a book about that.
Really?
Yes, he did.
Oh my goodness! What's your book?
It's called Art of the Gentleman. I actually published it this past February. And I guess the concept for the book was really just get into, like you say, the lost art. You know, a lot of these
Yes.
subtleties have gone to the wayside. Naturally, because everyone, you know, certainly sweatpants and activewear are a lot
course.
more comfortable.
Like I say, I
Yes.
always feel underdressed around this
Yeah.
guy.
So is it about dressing or also etiquette and other?
You know what? In the art, it certainly it'll expand into more. But the book that I published in February was a pocket guide to fashion.
Oh,
So as being
how
a gentleman,
about that?
And we knew we would
Yeah.
get off on this,
I love
this
that.
tangent.
Sorry about that. Yeah, let's get back to the
it's
dirty
okay.
politics.
The dirty
Let's
politics.
come back in the mud.
You are
Yeah.
running for
Back in the mud.
7th Ward Committeeman for the Democratic
Yes,
Party in St.
that's
Louis.
correct. That's
Now,
correct.
how does
August
it-
2nd.
August 2nd.
Yeah.
So you have to be a Democrat in the 7th Ward to vote, or just a Democrat in St. Louis to vote?
Well, each ward has their own committee person. So each ward has a committeeman and a committee woman, and each party has their own candidates. So myself, I'm running for the Democratic, committeeman seat.
And what do you think? To me, it's like, I mean, I don't want to give up. It's just that you almost feel like that sometimes because it's such
you
a
can't.
mountain
You
that
can't.
is like you can't move this mountain.
Yes.
And what can you do?
Well,
You
see,
know?
and that's what you get to the heart of it. You know, you certainly feel at times that you want to just give up, but I would say local politics are much more important than what you may see on the TV because these are things that affect you on a daily basis.
They're the most important, I think. I mean, it starts with that. But,
Yeah.
our system, everybody's always complained that it's, we've got these wards and everything and aldermen and the mayor is just a puppet. And, I mean, is any...
She just throws that out there. The mayor's a puppet.
Well, that's what they were saying. I mean, that's the general, if
there's
you want
there's a feeling of frustration, which
Yeah.
which explains
It makes it
Donald
difficult.
Trump at the national level.
Yeah.
But I mean, it makes it difficult for
agree.
St. Louis to get anything done with that kind of structure. So, and I think there's been rumblings about changing that structure before.
Yes,
but
2020.
what
It's
is-
coming.
What do you think that needs to be changed?
No, I think that the change is coming. So in 2020, after the census, they'll be restructuring the ward system and taking it down from the total number to shrinking it to 14 aldermen, and then naturally it'll be 14 committee persons.
Well, to me, the more people, the more problems. I mean, you can't get
The more
anything
people, the more
done.
problems.
Yeah, I mean,
The
even if you have
bureaucracy may slow it down a bit.
look at trying to get 3 people together to go on a picnic, how hard that is.
I haven't been on any picnics lately. If you all go on one, please.
However-
invite
well,
me.
politics is no
Please invite
picnic,
me.
so
Yeah,
Marty did recently post, he's in a race, but he also is racing kids, and he was canvassing in a neighborhood in St.
Oh,
Louis.
yes,
and he posted
yes.
this video of these kids wanted to race him.
Yes.
So they're racing down the streets of St. Louis. It's so funny.
It's funny. So I was in the LaSalle Park is a neighborhood that also falls within my ward. So I was doing a little bit of canvassing in the LaSalle Park apartments. So I'm going door to door, and the kids are like, what are you doing? And I explained to them, and I don't know where it came from, but a challenge was thrown out, and I'm like, you know what? Come on, bring it on. Let's do
Those
it.
kids,
Yeah.
And
those
before
kids
you knew
beat
it,
you, man.
Okay,
that one
look.
kid was really fast.
I'm just saying, prove it. Show me
Yeah,
the tape. I'm just saying. But no, those kids, it was a ball. I had so much fun with
It looked
them.
like you were having a good
It
time.
was a lot
now,
of
now
fun.
your credentials are amazingly impressive.
I appreciate
your
that.
college education. You have an MBA.
Well, I'm currently
you're
working on my
your
MBA.
MBA. You have a BA right
Yep.
now in
Well,
business.
Bachelor of Science.
BS.
Yes,
Okay, sorry.
yes.
BSBA.
Yeah, it's all
BS.
BS.
It's all BS. No, it's
But in addition to writing and in addition to your involvement in politics, you're also involved in business because of your educational background.
Yeah.
Well, where are you going, man?
Where am I going? I don't know. I'm just really trying to make, and I try not to project that far out. I really want to make a difference right now. And, I would say it's a lack of sleep. I don't know. Insomnia may be where I'm headed. But, it's really just when you think about like a legacy and you're trying to make a change in the world, I've noticed that you actually can, so it's just really taking those steps to accomplish those
Well,
goals?
as an alder person, it's been said that the alder people have all the power. So, do you? And yet, some of them want to run for mayor. So, why run for mayor the way the structure is? What is there to do as mayor that can't be done as an alder person?
Well, I wouldn't say that, because you kind of made the comment about it being, more of a puppet role. I think that the mayor certainly will some type of, some power and influence. So certainly being in that spotlight is alluring to a lot of candidates. And one thing I've noticed is it certainly has shifted the conversation. If you follow me and follow a lot of the other St. Louis politicos, you'll see, the things that are happening in the media right now are really shaped around that mayoral race and people kind of trying to throw their hat in the ring. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm. But as a running for 7th Ward committeeman,
yes,
is that like an entry level thing for you?
You know what? And I like to think of it not so much as being entry level, but we don't necessarily fit within the governmental structure, or we're not bound by the governmental structure of St.
But you are
Louis.
elected, interestingly.
Yes. So we're affiliated with the party itself.
Yes.
So it's much more expansive, So, certainly within city politics, but as well as state and federal.
You canvassed for, volunteered for Obama when he ran.
Yes. That was actually the first campaign that kind of got me started, I guess. So, yeah.
Do you consider him an inspiration?
Yes, most certainly.
There's a quote here that I pulled off your Facebook page, and I hope you don't mind that I use this. You say, "Man, this was a photo of a little kid,
okay,
a little black kid wearing a graduation gown.
Okay.
Was he graduating from somewhere?
That was my nephew Tyron Wallace. My sister was graduating.
Okay, and you said, "Man, I promise this little guy is the reason I work so hard. I'm trying to bring my entire family to a point of financial literacy, economic empowerment, and freedom. I came from nothing."
Yes.
Interesting statement. Now, and many people read that and read that it's directed to the African American community, but to me, it's directed to every American.
Yeah.
That is what we have to do.
that.
We have to be able to empower ourselves financially, prepare ourselves with an education in order to be free.
Yeah.
Is that your goal in life in general?
It really is, and certainly, you try to help others. You certainly have to try to fix your situation. So, myself, I grew up as being a ward estate. I was adopted, and really just coming from those hardships into the place that I'm at right now, I've recognized that, through hard work and persistence, you can really attain. The sky's the limit. It may sound cliche, but I've really been able to realize that. So, certainly, I've been able to see the programs that I've started here in St. Louis as having a marked influence on the people around. Mm-hmm. So I certainly want to take that motto and just try to grow it as my reach and my network grows.
Well, so far you've been pointed out by St. Louis Business Journal as well as Deluxe Magazine, 30 Under 30, and we're going to keep an eye on you, man.
Yes, I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that.
There's going to be someday I'm going to be calling you, asking if I can get the alley paid.
No, do it. Just send me a message. We'll get it done.
Well, Marty Joe Murray Jr., MJ, is that what they call you?
In my family, they do. They do. And it's interestingly enough, my siblings we all have the same initials.
Oh my God!
Miranda Jean, Marcel Jeffrey, Matthew James. Yeah,
you're all crazy.
Well, that doesn't help when it comes time to finding the rollerblades.
Well, you just say it MJ, and we all just flock
it's all
and
turn.
just kind of.
We'll keep that in mind.
Well, it's really nice to meet you, and
Always a pleasure.
it's nice to see somebody like you doing what you're doing, and so
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thanks,
good. We're behind you. We're way
behind you.
No, stop, no.
And thanks to Abusi Michele Insurance, they made our segment possible today through their generosity. They are continuously working to provide the individual coverage you require. They also handle commercial life and health insurance. Contact Tina Michele at 314-832-6667.